powers and principalities.
There's so much fire inside me.
Tragedy struck when part of the largest hillside at the kosher rubbish dump collapsed.
It's going to be fun to see how he goes about approaching this game.
We table issues relating to the arts and entertainment for a riveting discussion, of course, without fear nor favor.
The question the presenter asked them was a dumb question. You need to speak the part and move.
Varied views. We agree to disagree.
So I would disagree with everything you said. I think that he's a smart guy. I think what he did.
No, but I also said he's a smart guy.
Yeah.
I guess that I'm waiting for the what next.
Yeah, I don't think that we have to wait for what next.
It sometimes gets confrontational, but that's the beauty of the game.
Today you deny funny face. It's not my brother. Today you deny funny face. I don't know him. You don't know funny face. It's not my brother. You don't know funny face.
It's a package. We meet, we sit, we dialogue, we learn, we progress. My name is Benefo Wabin Abrantepa, a proud blogger, and this is my forum.
My name is Lieutenant Alexander Kweku Obin, Director in charge Education, Research and Training at the Motor Traffic and Transport Department at the Police Headquarters. On the 22nd anniversary of GhanaWeb, and as stakeholders, we are proud to be associated with GhanaWeb Road Safety Campaign. And I hope all will also join, because road safety is a shared and collective responsibility. Thank you.
Over the past week, a group of people in Ghana have made headlines, and that is because management of the Achimota school decided to revoke the admission of a student who was wearing a dreadlock. This student is apparently a Rastafarian. The school has either asked the student to do away with the dreads or miss out on his admission. It has become a major topic in the country. So today we are sitting with some members of the Rastafarian community to discuss this issue, as well as gain an insight into the dealings in their community. This is Say It Loud on GhanaWeb TV. I am George AC. We'll be right back. So welcome back. This is still Say It Loud on GhanaWeb TV. I am George AC, and today I have with me
Nanaya Opuni, known as Ejaba or Oman Lawyer.
And you?
Ni Kwaku, known popularly as Black Eye, musician and artist,
So today we are here to discuss with you about the Achimota issue and other issues emanating thereof, and to gain an insight into your community. So let me start with you. If we talk of Rastafarianism, what really is Rastafarianism?
Well, Rastafarianism, what you say, Rastafari, because there's nothing like Rastafarianism, It's Rastafari. And the name Rastafari is an Amharic word, So it comes from Ethiopia, the word itself. But Rastafari is a way of liberty, and it's an African culture as well. So we, the Rastafari group, is a people that have been here from anciency. So we just here back again in this modern dispensation, just teaching the old ways in the new day. So when you say Rastafari is the name of our king and our king and God, in a way. But we don't even want to use God in a way, because when we use the word God, people understand, their understanding is way thrown off. So we say the manifestation of the Most High in flesh itself, the manifestation of it. So Rastafari, Ras means head, and Tafari means creator, So Rastafari is an Ethiopian king from Ethiopia, Abyssinia, and we, the black people of the world and the righteous people of the world, now are healing up our black king, which we've been doing it from ancient in all the indigenous cultures already,
Okay, but then we've heard the religious twist to Rastafari.
Yeah.
Is Rastafari a religion?
Well, Rastafari is a liberty. Because religion, what is religion? Religion is a set of rules set by another man to try and lead the next man to the way of perfection. But Rastafari is a spiritual trod. And what is spirituality? Spirituality is the natural way that you connect with the Most High, wherever you can find yourself on the planet. So that means when you go to India, they have a way to call God, but they're connecting to the God or the creator or the supreme being. So spirituality runs across all, but it's not a religious sect to me. I don't know if we can classify it under a religious movement,
But based on what you've said and based on our setting, maybe we can say that Rasta is a religion. Okay. Fine. Is Rasta, how, from where you sit and from where how well is Rasta recognized in Ghana?
Well, it's a dynamic question, because we exist in Ghana. I would say we are here, but I would say people and the people at the top are refusing to recognize that we are here, but we are adding our quota to this nation. We are in all aspects of life in this nation. You come to farming, we are there. You come to production, we are there. You come to music, we're visible everywhere. You come to teaching, we are there. We are in some of the teaching institutions. So we are here, but we don't know whether we not being recognized is intentional or unintentional, but we've been steadily adding our quota to this nation.
From what he has said, do you feel like Rasta or Rastafarians are being marginalized in this country? Do you see yourself as a minority group?
Yeah, but first of all, I have some case here, and then I think say ebia inimre and said you bit me a church mo send you say, but kakre bit me can say Ghana mine Rastafari na ye kano enye bibi foforo ana bibi strong kumbia sebi obi akofa free baby ana e free baby ana ye de ba ha Rastafari eye yan ye de but ebia kasanse sanye inti no ye nim sebi a ye kan Rastafari ye kan bibi foforo Ghana mine Rastafari na ye kan nyina kire say empese obi a nyame abono na enipesu bia no wo etirinwi se otirinwi efu na nyame abo se otirinwi wo otirinwi eti se otirinwi efu no sebi isi aya na ye refi ana ye nsua de ana bia like me brand kan ye deliberately no aya na ye de ani ebu yani eye niema bi Rasta a ye kan no etre suban pa obi a owantete obi a nyamesuro ewanimu obi a onpe basabasa obi a onye nipa bone obi a ye de yense no onyo itini ye gina ma ye nyina ye gina a ye pese ye kire nyina ne se ye wo nyamesuro ye wo nipa do ye wo abode mu do eno ne ne ye ka no na ne ye kan Rastafari no a me bra ka say e America sa no America sa e Ethiopia kasa na akan kasa e Ghana man akan kasa nti Rastafari nya de foforo bia e Ghana de.
So back to my question, do you feel the Rasta community is marginalized in this country?
Very well. Omo imagine so many ways omo yiye mu because omo ntiase and omo ni say send make no ye some foreign culture bia ye pese ye impose wa ha. But send you make an ye impesa yen sa impesa no na inipa bibi man yen ye trinwin send ye trinwin su etie no ye trinwin e bom ponche e chechire e bo apapo it is ye ye trinwin said nyame boy yen na ye trinwin dey automatically no e bo apo na generation eba generation ko ni ama sa misunderstanding we nyina akoba ene yen man mufuo ana Ghana man ente yenya sibiemu ne say yene western world ye abrofo no ewiase nsesaye baaye no eduru baabi a na yen bibifo no akwa say ese nya world communicate yene ehudi enkuta ho ana yehu say niema bi wa ne yen bibifo no so ye laake esa efa ne say den efa abefo eniema abefo di akosi broni eye eluple car entade ahonyade sanyema wenya na yen bibifo ne laake sa materials we enti obi ebra wo sanyema no ono no ode ohye ene control ana eden ode brewo se asana be man we no ese wo yesei asana enti generation bi bae ema yen bibifo no ye nipa yesesa ye nipa su sanya ne atie no ama ene example ni say corona ben at the new world order naba at the new generation of new set of ideology new set of people and the abe wiase but unim it is an ekoba am rebi say eya na ebibifo ye empesa ye Rastafari na ye kan Rastafari no some person no edrume bi ma ye the new life I ever say si an ye the abefu niam na ba ye be kwa sorry ye the institution aba ye be ko school ye be ko ekuakuo enti si ano ekuo bi a obeko bi ano eni emumra eni emu hyehyeye enti e be sesan eni pesu mebre but enye ye nyina na sesan yen ebimu rebellion ye said ye ne ye the coronavirus eduro vaccine aba ye se ebimu so omo wo no sa na ko ye se munyimuti monko school munyimuti monko sorry munyimuti monko padwuma ye se ye nko ye de ye mpadwuma yen se ni nyame boy yen na ye tie no sa na ye be ye Yanso ye wonim de wo nyansa wo tumi bi we mu ebetimi dia den e develop ye nipasu nti yanko ye ne obi hye yen ana ne nyame emfema yen nti Rastafari na ye kan nyina no eye yen ye gina se yen pese be basabasa na enipa so nti ase nti no enipa ayiye mu nti baabi ese yenya dibre baabi ese yenya akwanya baabi ese yenya baabi a enipa ye betimi a kire ya adwen ana yen so ye betimi ada ye ho adi no sebi aya na akotosin na ye ni saa akwanya no nti yimu kese pa.
You've spoken about this segregation and being like Rastafarians being alienated or relegated to the background. Is it a matter of misconception on what Rastafarianism is really about? Do people not just understand you people?
Yes, I'm part no crap because omonti ase omufi say utwa mpesa sebi onka nipa ho o de wabodam ana wunnim die bia untimi mobra untimi entumpon ewa brabom ana omunum se sebi yesi ye yusu ahahan ai no matu ni din se abronsam tawa wi omatu ni din mebre ba ye de enim se eya ahahan anyakopon abo se nipa ye ndi enduaba ye ni ahahan se ye duro ene ye den ye duane se de Genesis 2:28 no eka no say I've given you the grass and the herbs as food and medicine no ye didi enti ye mfa ye hahan sam eni agro enti ye wa hahan bi a ye di a sabi enipa tagi se eye edubone a eno so no omuhu se e bi a se hahan no e wo ye ho a ana e ka ye ho a no omu bu animti akra omu sabi omu mpese ye beben ana ombeti ase obibia mu enti ni nyina aka ho.
So from what he's saying, the biggest misconception that Rastafarians suffer has to do with marijuana,
yes,
or Indian hemp.
Yes.
What is the relationship between Rastafarianism and marijuana?
Well, it's a special one, but we have to take it. We have to decipher this thing on different levels, you know. Because the Rasta man uses everything that God created for him on earth. So everything that is natural, everything that is far from artificial, the Rasta man says 100%. We want it, and we have a special relationship with the herb too, because the herb is like a sacrament. It's a sacrament to us, you know, and even. Those times they didn't believe us, but now science has proven that, and science has proven that this herb do so much healing, you know. So it's just like when we take it, we're healing ourselves, you know. So, and we have been using this, you know, in our tradition, in our culture, you know, from creation, you know. So we just try continuing a trad that is being from creation. But then you have to understand where the misconception is coming from. You understand me? Because when you look at history, it's just recently that, you know, cannabis was banned in the world. And who did that? It's America. And who did that? Is Eisenhower. He was in charge of the CIA those days. And so you have to understand the dynamics, who really banned this whole crop throughout the world, right? So what we are saying is that when you read and you study where the ban is coming from, you would understand. And so when we in Ghana taking stuff wholesomely and saying that this herb is not good, guess what? The same doctors are in America making studies. Our doctors here and the doctors in America read the same the same books and also the same researches. So Disiano doctors America Sisiano, they have done research and seen that this herb is actually curing cancer. It has properties that is curing other diseases. So we as Rasta, we cure ourselves with most of the natural things of the world, and herb happens to be part of what Jah created for us on earth.
So there is actually a relationship between Rastafarianism and Indian hemp, and that relationship actually transcends into your understanding of herbs.
Exactly. It transcends into our diet, because the Rasta man eats something that you call ital, and ital means it's devoid of artificial, right? And you know, ital also means to eat something close to you by the land, from the land. So it actually transcends into our full lifestyle, our knowledge of food, our knowledge of herbs, our knowledge of medicine.
People argue and you counter argue. The argument from the other side is that this thing contributes to crime. It contributes to mental health issues. It contributes to a whole lot of social vices. Does Rasta have counterfacts to dispute this in argument of the legalization?
Well, highly facts me bray. I know na me brand can you know. On my instances ni facts. I actually say sebi. So if we say na categorizing say a drubone no. One categorizing ama criminals and robbers, gangsters, and murderers, and bibi. Who categorizing man a drugs issue. And we know where drugs issue and drug department issues goes. We know what is called police department. Why do you classify drugs to criminal issues or criminalities? A common sense. If you say nipa no sebi a drone one ko wia. Yes, sir. Be our call for obi pharmaceutical. Our call for obi pharmaceutical. And our call for obi foam. And our call for obi asu ye. One Korea. Where comes the criminality attached? Now, watch you know. If we say ebe hani ni pesu. Ana biya obeye drug addicta. Ebe mana bodam. Pesa uma o mine cost na o mine ye die. Now pesa obe produce more criminals. Any armed robbers. Every jail house. Because innocent person out here no now they no call to jail no. Ono si wache no any ahan out taba akupewu and ade ache no ade na go to jail for 10 good years. Who expect say obe free jail ho be ba no na oye ni pesu ban. Na busa say odi ni ko jail no na adwuma be no oye. Na what is his responsibilities? Wo wan hwe o mine no koso wan hwe ni ye die na wodi ni pa we akoto jail no. I think say it doesn't make sense.
So basically, if there is any correlation between mental health issues and cannabis, as he would like me to call it, then probably the institutions should look at the mental health aspect of it and not necessarily to criminalize it. That is exactly what you are trying to say, right?
Yes, sir. Omu who says ye chi obi say ukuta ahana ye say drugs na ye fanning called drug department, not drugs professionals and not health professionals no. And examine say is it well sound says sebi ade na oye no. Eyemano anade na oye no ebe ha ne dachi enye police asem Ghana enye police asem amomode aha yen mo cheche amfo kogu jail unnecessary tale.
Okay, I believe you also have a comment to make.
I really have one. And first of all, it is not true that in Ghana's case it is not true that cannabis is related to mental health issues. You know why? Because if you look and you read at the facts and the papers from the psychiatric wards, this is from Pantan. This is their own assessment. They tell you one thing: the biggest thing that creates mental problems in Ghana amongst our people. Do you know what it is? Relationship problems. That is the statistics. So if people have to talk with facts, because statistically it's wrong for them to say that cannabis leads people to psychiatric wards. No, in Ghana's case, it has been documented that most of our mental problem cases are actually from relationship issues.
Is Rastafarianism and cannabis all about smoking?
No, no, it's about using the herb. And cannabis is not only about smoking. It's just like any other herb. It comes with so much properties that we don't even know, that we're still researching into.
So as a Rasta, what do you use your cannabis besides smoking?
Well, I use my cannabis, for like, I make balms, salves for your joints and stuff like that. We have drops for little kids, they even take some properties out of the cannabis. Like now you have CBD, which is a property in cannabis, and they're saying CBD is now curing cancer and also good for inflammatory problems, right? So I'm saying you can use it topically, you can ingest it, you can burn it, you can infuse it in other oils. So we have cannabis in hair pomade, we have cannabis in lotions, we have cannabis in soaps, we have cannabis as ropes, we have cannabis as clothing.
Basically, they believe that there is more to cannabis than just smoking. This is still Say Loud on GhanaWeb TV. Stick and stay with us. We'll be right back, and when we come back, we'll delve into the Achimota issues. So all this brouhaha that has come up within the past few days, and the arguments and counter arguments, both religious, constitutional, and everything. Hearing everything that has been said, what do you make of all the issue?
Yeah, well, the issue at hand is a constitutional issue, right? It's not an issue of personal opinion, feelings, and emotions. And Ghana is a democratic country. When we talk about democracy, we are talking about diversity, as diversity makes the world beautiful. So this issue should be looked at from the point of constitution and law and of rights, because the Constitution of Ghana guarantee every citizen the right of education. So I don't think we should discuss this issue based on rules and regulations, which does not conform with the Constitution of Ghana, because Rastas are also Ghanaians. We pay taxes. They use our taxes to build schools, to run the schools. How will they deny our children to go to the same schools that our money has been used to build and our money has been used to be running? I don't think the discussion that we are having it should go the way it's going, but the youth should be given opportunity to exercise its right under the Constitution, as the Constitution of Ghana defines the right and the responsibility of every citizen.
From the dawn of time, people have engaged in several businesses. With the onset of technology and innovation, life has relatively been made easier. By using debit or credit cards.
Thank you. And your favorite mobile money?
Tech has indeed married business. On BizTech, we spend time with faces behind known and upcoming businesses in the country.
Learn more about the new technologies and innovation,
as well as find out about the trending issues in the world of business.
Join us as we serve you with a variety of compelling interviews, projects, and others right here on GhanaWeb TV.
Welcome back. This is Still Say Loud on GhanaWeb TV. I am George AC, and today I've been sitting with two Rastafarians. We have Ras Opuni and Ras Black Eye, and now you can call me Ras AC in the interview. Yes, we are moving to the second part of this discussion, and we are talking about the admission saga. You can call it a brouhaha. The Achimota students, two Rastafarians, have been turned down. Their admission has been revoked because the school says it can't admit them for wearing dreadlocks. This has generated into a whole conversation. The Ghana Education Service, in an earlier directive, ordered the school to admit the children. It has since then made a U-turn on the directive with support from the NAGRAT that the school is not at the students. Let me start from you. Why can't the kids just cut off the hair and then proceed to go get education, and once they are done, they can wear their dreads?
It's a good question. But before I answer that question, I would also ask a next question. Why can't a Muslim student stop praying when they go out there and they continue praying after they finish school? If it's good for the goose, then it should be good for the other too as well, right? But we don't see that happening. We are talking about a people's culture, and education is promised to in this nation for all, regardless of culture, belief system, religions, and all that. So the youth them cannot do that, because the youth them come from a culture, and as you and I know, culture is the way the way people live. So do you mean that education, because of education, they should change the way they live? It cannot happen, because you are not giving the same instructions to Christians. You are not giving them to Muslims. You are not giving them to Buddhists who are in that school. So it doesn't tally. They cannot do that.
In what way does growing the hair become an identity to the Rasta? How do you define that as an identity to the Rasta man?
Well, Rastafari is an African-oriented culture, So definitely, we as Africans, from ancient times, when we leave our hair, it just naturally locks up. We don't even have to touch it, And we know that before anciency, before we invented comb and all these things, we had locks. So what we are saying is that we are living in a free nation, and people can choose what they can do. So not to divert from your question, Rastafari is just an ancient African tribe, and that is how we identify ourselves. And then secondly, we see the hair as a covenant between us and the Father as well.
Losing the hair is like giving up on your covenant.
Exactly. And also losing the hair is also trying to change us to be somebody else by the ways of education, right? But what we are saying is, if education is supposed to enlighten people, then you don't have to cut off their hair or stop them from worshipping as Muslims before you give them that kind of education.
But then people are arguing that if that is going to be the case, then the next thing we'll have is that we'll have people coming to school with full traditional regalia, asking to be allowed to practice whatever practice they practice as traditionalists. People that believe that this is actually going to open the floodgates for all sort of practices in our schools. What would you say to that?
Yeah, because one about Efre Mamu a rebellious school, Methodist school, because no person send the traditional attire. Tomorrow be to no African traditional way no. School authority ni some preno. Nti Efre Mamu so rebel no jay school. You see, yentini me biase. School nya brofoka. School na ye kan enya brofokasa. But esan se brofuna edimu akotre na brofuna bibia no ono ne ye nyina ye hwe no. Hwe mamema one instance. On some more about say Achimota white girls, some kuta dreadlocks, white girls. And one says they can't simple because it be common. You ni how he and the white relationship is. You whom brony ani ekoto. You whom brony ani esum because ono na ye nyina ye dan no. Brony na control wiase. Ti brony na ono ye decision maker. nti ye ni ano ye ntimi nkasa. Now it wasn't familiar ewo Ghana with dreadlocks issue because ye nyina ye siso no ye nyi no ye twitwa ye tirinwi gentle ye kwa sorry ye go school ye ko ha gentle. But like I'm saying, enye bibi foforo eye traditional ewo ho a ye friend empese ye no eno na kire say udi saa suni so a wo nyamisuro. So Ghana ma ye hu say rasta ya de foforo bi ana bibi but enkwala no so no asem bi no mo ka about say Ghana constitution kire say enkwala no mo ni o mo fa ahodie fa enkosi fa ahodie emfa enipesu ho fa ahodie material issue akola fa ahodie no enye kire say onkotwa ne tiri ansa no anya ne fa ahodie da bi ni nipa na de no entwa ne nsa ade no entwa ne nan ni nyina ka ne nipadua no ho nipadua na nyame abo no natural ade bi e natural bia no I don't think say any individual have any right to accuse any person of intimacy. Say school authority madam awo achimota school ano ye pa chow ye de anidie ye de obuo ye de kotosre ye de nyamesuro Ghana mampeni nana ado dankwa ekufu ado sesi asem na be ye Ghana nyina asem nana ye pese won du anu tumbi nana kyerwadwen e wasem hu na ma Ghana nyina hu se ewiase asesa sabiye ni tete atenkwa ni biem ewiase asese ye 21st century and the corona world school kura twam school etwam asori etwam institution nyina etwam corona kire say stay home and learn online study online. We are in a virtual world. 87 say nana Ghana pese ye ko school dia and ye mesrese o mampani asese o pese e ye ne hi asem e ye the priority say Ghana ni ba bia nya good qualified quality education. Eti nana ye de ye koto sresre say sebi ye nipadua ana nyame aboyen san ye sutie ye paucho fa wanutum na ma ye die ento ye de koto sre pa na ye de magana man say yentimi nsesa yentimi ntwa ye tirinwi no nti ye pa Ghana man cho omuntie no omu say ye Ghana man ma omo de hia ne yen.
So yes, it's been another episode of Say It Loud on GhanaWeb TV, a quite engaging and interactive one. Today I had with me Ras Opuni and Ras Black Eye. With me myself, Ras AEC. Yes, I was speaking to the Rasta community about the recent issues of some students being denied admission based on their dreadlocks. Stick and stay with GhanaWeb TV. Keep watching Say It Loud. And of course, you can follow our road safety campaign by visiting our YouTube channel and sending in your concerns and videos to our WhatsApp number. Until we meet again same time, it's bye for now.
Powers and principalities. There's so much fire inside me.
Tragedy struck when part of the largest hillside at the kosher rubbish dump collapsed.
It's going to be fun to see how he goes about approaching this game.
We table issues relating to the arts and entertainment for a riveting discussion, of course, without fear nor favor.
The question the presenter asked them was a dumb question. You need to speak the part and move.
Varied views. We agree to disagree.
So I would disagree with everything you said. I think that he's a smart guy. I think what he did.
No, but I also said he's a smart guy.
Yeah.
I guess that I'm waiting for the what next. Yeah,
I don't think that we have to wait for what next.
It sometimes gets confrontational, but that's the beauty of the game.
Today you deny funny face. It's not my bra. Today you deny funny face. I don't know him. You don't know funny face.
No, the minister responsible for finance. I'm praying that we pass this application so that it will be in his name. before the new minister take over.
Yes. Appropriation.
At least it will go into the record that Chairman Sir was the minister responsible when we passed the 2021 appropriation. Mr. Speaker, he should do something about this. I think that if nothing can be done today, then in a mid-year review, we should look at it again. Look for funding somewhere and release the fund that is supposed to go to the Assembly so that the Assembly can have sufficient money. Mr. Speaker, I thank you very much.
At the conclusion of the debate, the question is, all in favor, aye. All against, say no. The ayes have it, the motion is carried. This House has approved the sum of 80,869,525,482 Ghana cedis for the services of the other government obligations for the year ending 31st December 2020. Yes.
The Speaker, I believe having finished with the consideration of the sector estimates, I now present the appropriation bill to the House. The Speaker, so we'll go to item 7. Item 7.
Item number 7, presentation and first reading of bills by the Minister responsible for finance.
An act to provide for the withdrawal of sums of money necessary to meet government the 2021 financial year from the Consolidated Fund and other public funds and for related matters.
The bill is read the first time. It is referred to the Finance Committee for consideration and report. Yes, Leader. We are done with the first reading. What next?
Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I believe we can suspend sitting 1 hour and come back.
Yes. Minority leadership, the proposal is that we suspend sitting for 1 hour. Yes.
Okay, 4 weeks. But are we sure we'll come back at 4?
Yeah, sure.
Very well, honourable members. Sitting of the House is suspended until 4 p.m.
Powers and principalities. There's so much fire inside me.
Tragedy struck when part of the largest hillside at the kosher rubbish dump collapsed.
he goes about approaching this game.
We table issues relating to the arts and entertainment for a riveting discussion, of course, without fear nor favor.
The question the presenter asked them was a dumb question. You need to speak the part and move.
Varied views. We agree to disagree.
So I would disagree with everything you said. I think that he's a smart guy. I think what he did.
No, but I also said he's a smart guy.
Yeah.
I guess that I'm waiting for the what next.
Yeah, I don't think that we have to wait for what next.
It sometimes gets confrontational, but that's the beauty of the game.
Today deny funny face. It's not my brother. Deny funny face. I don't know him. You don't know funny face. It's not my brother. You don't know funny face.
It's a package. We meet, we sit, we dialogue, we learn, we progress. My name is Benefo Abrantepa, a proud blogger, and this is my forum.
So what you see here is a river that connects the people of Odotom, a village of about approximately 100 people, some few kilometers from the Boti Falls in the eastern region, to Agogo, another main town also in the eastern region here. This river is called Mojare, and it's the only source of drinking water for the people here in Odotom. But as you can see, this is really, I don't know how to describe this, but this is all they have. And from what residents tell us, they drink from this, they bathe from this, they cook from this, and it's all they have. They've appealed to authorities, they've appealed to their MPs, but nothing seems to be done for them. They're appealing that if they could get a borehole at least, so that they can get some good drinking water to drink, they'll be excited.
This is the river that we all use in our daily activities, washing, bathing, and then other things. We also drink from this, and sometimes challenges that we face, it brings sickness to us, yes, because there are some of us who don't usually stay here, but when we come here, there's no other source of water than to go by this, and that causes some kind of sickness on us. And then yes, so we've tried our best to send a report to the authorities, the MPs, and then those stakeholders But I think it's been so long now, we've not heard anything from them. And so we are happy that you are here with us. And then we hope that this will go very far so that we get at least a borehole which will help us in our daily activities so that we can avoid this. Because when we get the borehole, we know we are going to get a clean water. And so we are pleading that better chances will come ahead from this that we are doing.
As for the water problem, in this village, you have water problem, especially during Harmattan season. You see, the stream that we have dry up. So we have to move on it. At times we dig some pits inside the water before we get the water to drink, to cook, and to do all the domestic work. There are some insects that at times we don't filtrate it very well, and you bath or you drink, we have some rashes on our body. So as we have come here, we are pleading to you to channel our problem to appropriate quarters so that they come and help us.
Insuo na wa no yese eno na insuo amwo a insuo no muni insuo bia wa biom
bacha ye ni insuo bia wo nkwa na eya ye no eno so na ye disi ye niam
eno so na mudi dware
bacha ade bia ye ya fans o ndie bacha ye we ya.
How do you feel about that? Na muni insuo an hamo
say hi yen so aye so fra ban no so yente hwenka aban so yente neka yampi so yente neka nti eno ane say ya nso ye ne ndida so nti eje say nyankopon de ama ye de ye be isu no sa
munu mi so na mamo nyare
haye ma yare pa ye yam timi hwie
mamuni bi isu baby anti de wa ani nti den na munya ya nka ye be ya mamo.
Oh, so on say the we are some sensu ya say the say o mama e pipe o two pipe be my ya and amoya mo ho be my ya enya nso kama fremu na ye no ma eno so betimi aboaye
isu no de enye aka enye isu a eto ma ye no anu de ye fra bibi alom enu na ise yekosa na edigum udigum so ebwa kitikiti wom enti gisa usane so asana o de be aduane ebi won so edu ewiase na wokwa na bibi green no na wonene nti wotimi fa nya hwi na so so ochia enu a na o de be aduane enu a na yenum nti ya ha de ye we so problem pa ye we so problem na ke be ye ya na government no omwa ye we so
yensu no nyewo se drip epebre mu a ye bre pa nti ye nya komu bre pipe an ye pepa nti ye pesa ban ni moye mo ma pipe yes ana se do epebre ye adwuma ye bre pa nso no so eto de bia na sim nti yes ana ye ho kire ye pa yes a nkola na wo ko school no ya o mo kire wo pa nti no nso de hie bi pa.
And so we're also hoping that this report would get to duty bearers so that they do something about this. As you can see, it's a very small river, but it's what serves them. They drink from this, bathe from it, and they're hoping that some help can come to them soon. For GhanaWeb TV, my name is Eche Atisu.
Powers and principalities. There's so much fire inside me.
Tragedy struck when part of the largest hillside at the kosher rubbish dump collapsed.
It's going to be fun to see how he goes about approaching this game.
We table issues relating to the arts and entertainment for a riveting discussion, of course, without fear nor favor.
The question the presenter asked them was a dumb question. You need to speak the part and move.
Varied views. We agree to disagree.
So I would disagree with everything you said. I think that he's a smart guy. I think what he did.
No, but I also said he's a smart guy.
Yeah.
I guess that I'm waiting for the what next.
Yeah, I don't think that we have to wait for what next.
It sometimes gets confrontational, but that's the beauty of the game.
Today deny funny face. It's not my brother. Deny funny face. I don't know him. You don't know funny face. It's not my brother. You don't know funny face.
It's a package. We meet, we sit, we dialogue, we learn, we progress. My name is Benefo Abrantepa, a proud blogger, and this is my forum.
My name is Lieutenant Alexander Kweku Obin, Director in charge Education, Research and Training at the Motor Traffic and Transport Department at the Police Headquarters. On the 22nd anniversary of GhanaWeb, and as stakeholders, we are proud to be associated with GhanaWeb Road Safety Campaign. And I hope all will also join, because road safety is a shared and collective responsibility. Thank you.
It's bad. It's terrible. It's terrible. Seriously, leave our house now.
Just mix it. You know it has been like 3 months already there for now. 3 months.
Hi guys, good afternoon. My name is Babatunde Adeola for MyNigeria TV and MyNigeria.com. So I'm currently here in Tema, one of Ghana's metropolitan areas, and I was speaking to a young man. His name is Isaiah Danjuma. So Isaiah Danjuma started his journey from Nigeria to Ghana, obviously to make ends meet. And now, how exactly is he making ends meet? He's a tractor mate, or better still, a conductor here in Accra. Let's have a conversation with him. Isaiah Danjuma, who exactly are you?
Yeah, my name is Isaiah Danjuma. I'm from Kaduna State, Nigeria.
from the family of 7. Then I have two elder brother and 1 elder sister, and I have like 3 junior brother. So my 2 elder brothers all both were married. So as for now, I may say I'm the breadwinner of my family, because they all live in different places, one in Lagos and one in Abia State. But first I started my schooling there at Kaduna, my primary school, and I concluded there in Lagos, Maigun Community Primary School, Itiosa local government. After my primary school, I went back to my state, Kaduna State, to a boarding school, JSS Padenkaji, formerly named St. Mary Secondary School. So
before you proceed, can you give me a breakdown of at what point of your life did you move from Kaduna to Lagos, and why did you move? Why did you have to switch?
My uncle, my dad junior brother, based in Lagos. That was, I don't know when he went to Lagos, but 23. That was when my dad came and he took me with him. So at that year 23, that's when I started from primary 3 at that community school. So the year 2005, my dad went back to Kaduna and brought all my families, my mom and the rest of my siblings. So we both stayed there in Lagos until the year 27, where my dad and my mom and the younger one traveled back to the state, to Kaduna State. And I myself, then I was working. Yeah, I work in...
What work were you doing?
I work in 3 different companies. First, I work at Farm City, Lekki, Lagos. Then I work as a maintenance. Then that same year, 2014, I quit the job myself, because then I was finding it so difficult. I wanted to continue my school then, but I saved a little money then. So when I registered my JAM, after my JAM, then I didn't go back to the workplace. I work at this hotel, Beachgate Hotel, currently named Lekki Central Hotel, that Lekki Phase 2. Then after then, 2015, I quit there and I work at Eros Hotel, currently Lekki opposite Phase Gate. So that's when I met one customer. So, yes.
So you basically came to Lagos State to hustle basically, and try to make ends meet, right?
I was with my parents there at the years. I was with my parents from 2014. After my secondary school from Kaduna State, I came back to my parents. They were all in Lagos then. So I stayed with them. My mom was selling akra, kose and kuku. My dad was a security man. So then things were just a little difficult. They can't afford my schools and my exams. I wrote GC, I wrote JAM. So I got to work to cover up some space. So then I work at those 3 places I mentioned. That is it.
So after working, before I cut in, you said you met a certain person.
His name is Prince Make. Yeah, I met him in the hotel, Eros Hotel. Yeah. So he met me the first day he lodged in. I wasn't the person that lodged in. I work as housekeeper. So the second day I cleaned his room, he was like, what I do, he asked about my family, I told him everything. So then he told me that when he's traveling back to Ghana, he would like to come with me. Yeah. So then I was very happy. That has been my dream, as a youth in Nigeria, then things were something hard.
So your dream was to come to Ghana?
Yeah, even before then we were like, I am my friend Felix. We always talk about Ghana. Guy, anytime we see opportunity to go leave this country, anyhow we go survive, we just leave the country. So then when that man approached me, I was so happy. I was like, wow, at least my dream has come true. Let me see how it may be.
So what were the things you heard about Ghana prior to you coming? What did you hear?
Well, I didn't hear much about Ghana, but I was just having the expression of living Nigeria. Then, if someone travel out and come back, I always see them. Most of so many people I see around, they came from Ghana. They came from Ghana. They were like a little bit they have something to cover up. Maybe they have either business or And we young guys, then we always like to, as in, we will travel back and come back. To me, I just feel it's good then. But when I came to Ghana, what I saw then, brother, was something different. That man, Prince Market, with me. When I talked to him, I was thinking maybe we're gonna start something business, something that will fetch me money. So, Market told me that when he take me to Ghana, he will give me something better, as in I will do something better that will fetch me more money than the housekeeping I was doing there. And my parents were not there in Lagos then, as I said. Then at that year 2017, my dad suffered from partial stroke. So they took him back to the village, and my mom also go with him and my two younger brother. Then I was left myself. My elder brother was in Lagos, but different place from where I was. I stayed at Lekki Phase 2 and he stayed at somewhere, Baduri, somewhere inside there. And then I was kind of busy. I don't visit him often. So when that man told me about Ghana, the only person I didn't tell my parents. They didn't know until when I arrived at Ghana before I called them. So they were shocked.
And what year did you arrive? Did you arrive in Ghana? And would you basically say your father's partial stroke was that what drove you back to Ghana, or you just decided to make a trip on your own just to make life easier?
Yeah, I moved on my own to make life easier. Because after all, my dad, I have nothing to do about the illness. He suffered a long time, but to me, I can't just sit back. Then he wasn't working. My mom wasn't having something doing to fetch money for my youngest one schooling, and so at that, when I heard that when I come to Ghana, I will fetch more money than my housekeeping work I was doing then, and that gave me more motivation to move on. So I even borrowed money. How much? I borrowed my girlfriend money was in 20,000 naira. Myself salary then was 30,000, and that's how I did. And I paid some little monthly debt I owe before I travel. So I came to Ghana with the intention maybe within 2-3 months. I came 2018 December. I arrived at my birthday is 15 December. So I left Nigeria 2018 December 14. So I arrived here in Ghana 2015. So that is it. And when you came to Ghana, what was the first thing you saw that blew your mind away? What did you admire? And was Ghana what you heard it is? The things you heard in Nigeria, the two maybe say young boys were clamoring, I feel Ghana, we want to come to Ghana. Ghana is like our dream country. Did you see what you dreamt of or what you imagined? Was it the case? Not at all. I didn't see anything. Right now here in Ghana, Nigerians, if you tell someone that you're in Nigeria here in Ghana, they will come to fear you. The kind of thing they'll be thinking about it. Maybe he's a bad boy, he's a scammer, he's a this and that. And obviously it's true that most of the Nigerians here in Ghana, that's what they do. And when I came first last at Medina. So then things, girls, flashing things, flexing, all these things. But likewise, Nigerians, especially Lekki area, all these things are common there. So I didn't feel anything. All what I was after is to make that money, to just get what I want. And you see, then my younger brother actually called me, I'm sick, I'm dead, or the house bill, all these things. So I didn't put my mind in any other things outside of money. So
you came to Ghana 2018.
Yeah, 2018.
What was your first meal? And where did you spend your first night? What was the first meal? And how were you making ends meet during that period? Obviously, it was during the festive period. So how was it like for you?
I arrived at night. Yeah, I spent the night there in his house. Although he was in Nigeria then, he only directed me and with calls. I arrived at his house. So I spent the night there, and the people there, they are all Nigerians. So my first meal then that night was rice. I ate rice and stew and I slept. Then the next day, business. That is it.
What business?
They do, he sells phones, buying and selling of phones, repairing phones, all these things. But that doesn't fetch money. Doesn't fetch money. We were like two. Myself, I met two people there. So plus me were three. So time goes on where one person left. The guy traveled back to Nigeria, didn't come back. Then in the year 2019, the second person also left, and I was left alone. The man came back, so we were two, myself and himself. So we stayed together, but with things doesn't move, you know, it doesn't pay money, salary, and to me that can't fetch me money or what I really need. So I told him that I really want to move on. I told him I wanted going back to Nigeria. I want to go back to Nigeria, but I wasn't having enough money. When I got to Medina station, I just feel, I don't know anywhere, but I just saw a car loading Tema.
Before we come into your story as a Trotro mate, so after meeting Prince Mackey, right? Yeah. Then how much were you earning by selling devices, phones? What sort of phones were you selling? And did you have customers you delivered to, or you roamed the streets of Accra or Medina?
It's all these fairly used phones as it is on the road. I mean, by the roadside, we only run after customer at times. Maybe someone passing, just exchange, swapping of phone, all these things. So you only paid sometimes a month. He won't pay a month, depending on the market. Maybe he has not market, no profit on that. Then he will just give excuses. At times he will just give you chop money. Take this one chop, you know there is no business this month, all these things. So that is how.
So how are you surviving? If he wasn't paying you, how are you surviving? Were you eating 3 square meals?
No. One a day. Except maybe with my change I can eat. But I stay in his house, but he cooks just once a day. Maybe
how much did you eat?
In the evening. Maybe if we're selling by 5 or 4, he will just ask me, go home and eat, then you come back. Then I will go home, then I'll come back again. Only then.
So you decided you wanted to move away, and you saw at Medina the Tema cars loading. Give us a lowdown as to how that all started for you, and why you decided to go into what you're doing now.
No, it was after the lockdown, but just few movements. I think that was last year, November. That's when I left Medina to Tema here. But, I don't know anybody. Even like that, aside from that Medina where I see some customers on the road and they just know me. I don't know anybody, nowhere to go then. But I just feel let me just move on. Maybe with God, I just have God in me that I will never, as long as I'm hustling, as long as I'll move on, I know something somewhere must happen. So I decided to move. I met a car then loading Tema. So they dropped me here in the station, not this one here, the one over there. Then it was evening then, Sunday. So I came in here, I was like, I'm just new here. I meet so many people. But immediately, once I mentioned Nigerians, they were like, no, you can't get to work here, or this and this. One man ever told me that, guy, go back to Nigeria and I don't see what, go back, what did they do here? But I can't just go, even if I go to Nigeria right now, as in, what am I going to do? Start hunting job again. Definitely, job there in Nigeria is easier than here. Ghana, I don't know if I'm missing because I'm a citizen of Nigeria, but hunting job there in Nigeria is easier for me than here in Ghana.
I think because you're a citizen.
Yeah, because I'm a citizen. Even before I started this trotro work, I met so many people. In fact, I went to one depot around that site. I was like, I want to work, even if it's cleaner or this thing. They were like, I should bring health insurance, I should do this and that. In fact, I'm Nigerian, they can't just help me, they can't employ me. So that I came back and I stay here. I slept outside like 2 days. I slept outside right here on this desk here like 2 days before I met a man. I was just passing, the man just called me that, where am I coming from? I to explain everything to him. I was like, can I work with him? I say, yes, I can do any work that will be fetching me money at least. He said, okay. Then that day I started working with him 4/7.
Do you know about the Nigerian community? Did you try to reach out to the Nigerian community for aid? I mean, you are a Muslim or you're a Christian?
No, I'm a Christian.
You're a Christian, but you're an Hausa Christian. You're a Northern Christian, if I should put it that way. Southern Cardinal. Okay, so basically you're a Christian. But did you reach out to a community? Did you reach out to the High Commission possibly?
I think this is my first time hearing this. This is my first. I don't know anything, and I don't know there is any community here. I don't know. In fact, I don't know. I really don't want to meet as in some others Nigeria around. They always show me some people selling television, selling phones in Nigeria, but you know, as I said earlier, I said phone there at Medina. So I know how the business is. If really it's not your own business, you are working for someone, there is some clash. So I decided not to meet anybody on that. So I was like, let me just work this. If I have money, maybe transport to go back, or then I will just go back. I'll go back.
So let's talk about who gave you the job. You said the man walked up to you, and how did you start this job you're currently doing?
Yeah, the man, very old man, is it? He said 50 something, 55 years or 56 years. His name is Master Agu. He was here this morning, but by now I think he has gone for a trip. So he called me that afternoon. Yeah, he was like, he asked me where I'm coming from. I told him I'm Nigerian and this and this. I explained everything to him. So he said if I can work this maid work. I said yeah, I can do as long as I earn a living. As in for now I can do it. He said okay, I should work with him. He has no mate. I said okay. Then that day I started working with him. Even some people that rejected me then, because once I told them that I'm Nigerian, they were like, no, go, I have meat.
When you started working with him, the first trip, how were you able to identify the bus stops? Because I know you were mates. I mean, how much were you taking of the customers? The people shouted to you because you don't know how to sort of take the monies like how regular mates would. Was it challenging?
Yeah, the major challenges there is the tribe. That their common language. You know, I don't know anything about that tribe, but by now I know some little things. But then earlier, as in they will talk to me, I have no business with whatsoever they are saying. Aside for you giving money, I'll give you change. So maybe some of them some of the passenger will even get angry. Who is this boy? Why is then the driver on that? Is Nigeria? Is this? Some of them will even shout at him. Why are you even working with Nigeria? Someone that cannot even cope with us, can't even say anything. In fact, doesn't even know the money. It's about the money. Yeah, I know the money. I know the change. As I said earlier, I work there at Medina and I know Ghana cities. I know, but I have no business with you for you not to give me the money. Then I give you a change. I only take 2 CD for a trip, 4-7. From here to community 4, 7, 8, and 9 is 2 CD. So that's how. But now I'm getting. In fact, should I? Now I'm a pro.
Now you're a pro. Okay, so tell us, tell the viewers, you started making money, I assume, or better still, you started familiarizing yourself with the whole trips daily movement. Explain to us, or tell us how your schedule is like when you wake up in the morning. Do you bath before work or you bath after work? Do you brush your teeth before you start at 5 or 4:30 or within the trip? When do you eat? How much food do you buy on your daily trips?
Let me answer the first question, how I get familiar to the bus stops. You see, I met some mates that knows the bus stop earlier, that know it so well. So I call one of them and I'll ask him, just from here to community 9, just tell me the bus stop there. The person will be telling me and I'll be writing it down. So sometimes I hold the script from my hand at the list. So I will call bus stop, although I don't know the bus stop. But once I call bus stop, everybody who responds, I will just hit the car and my driver know where he will stop. So that was then. But now I'm much familiar to the area. It's 4-7. I've not been to long trip like Bediaku, all these Bichiri. Only once I've been to 22, Ashama, Newtown. But all those long trip I've not been there. So, but the person I'm working with currently only goes 5 and 6, community 5 and 6. Then that too I know. And on the income, daily income, you know, a day they pay 20 CD. 20 CD a day. First afternoon time they will give you 5 CD for me. Then after work, they will give you 20 CD. And this person I'm working with, he closed early, 6:30, 6:30 as in we close. But when I was working earlier, then sometimes from morning 4 or 5 in the morning, we work till 11 or 12. But now I work from maybe 4. I wake up very early as 4 or 4:30 to clean up the car, because sometimes we pick students from here to community 11 preset. So from 8 o'clock we start our normal trip, 5 and 6. So at times, I don't bath in the morning. I need a bath money. Especially working this Monday to Friday, Saturday, I don't bath in the morning.
So when do you bath?
I bath night after work. So once I bath night, I have nowhere going, I'll just sleep.
You mean you basically come into the car, you start your trip, but do you brush?
Yeah, I brush. My brush already is this.
But you don't bath?
No, I don't bath money.
Don't you smell?
Ooh. Smell, wow. No, I don't smell, It's only, the work is not as that active, sweating up, except maybe because of the sunny day. But that one, sure, after work I will bath. But before work, morning, everywhere is cool after all. So me, I brush my teeth, I wash my face, then I start clean up the car, start loading. After work 5, 6, then I'll go and take my bath, refresh myself, eat and relax.
So tell me, do you want to go back to school? Do you want to go back to Nigeria at any point in time?
Going back to Nigeria, if really I have the opportunity this week, today, tomorrow, I will go. I really miss home. I miss home. No place like home to me. You see, earlier as I said, I thought maybe it would be as fast as I thought. Maybe come and get and go, But even when I was living where I was staying there in Nigeria, I pay the bills when I work in. I pay electricity. I pay everything. I pay landlord. But right now, since I left, my brother also got back to the village, and he has been there now, as I'm talking to you. So everything I have there in Lagos. Then I have, as young boy, I have so many things in my room. But right now, as I can't just tell where they are. So for me to go back to Nigeria right now, I really want to start. If really I have money to maybe get a Okada, get some startup business, I'll go back to Nigeria. I really want to go back. Yeah.
But do you know that Nigeria is equally not as good as I'm here. I'm working here. And I mean, Nigeria is not the best right now. What will you say to government, Buhari for instance, who is a Northerner, not a Christian, but is a Northerner? If you had 2 words to say to him, what will you say to government presently? And what is your advice to other people who believe or think that Ghana is like in quote London, but instead when you come here there's a lot of discrimination against Nigerians, especially the young ones? What will you tell them? But first, your message to government.
If not because you asked me, I have no business with them, because for the beginning I don't even like anything politics. Election time, sometimes my father do force me to. I can remember my father forced me to go and make voting card. All these voters card they were making then. Then I make that and I voted then. As in, I can say since I make my voters card, I only vote twice. I vote twice. Then after then, as in, I don't know. I don't just like anything government, because back this day in Kaduna, mostly the riot is during election time. Mostly fight, all this is always election time. But the message to him, Mr. Buhari, he's my president up to now, but he has to really work out on it. The government are the major people that are making the youth to leave that country. That is it. Leaving the country doesn't mean that maybe I will leave and I'll go and make it. There are so many people even in Europe or any other foreign country. In fact, I'm even living better than them. I'm sleeping in the car, as you can see here. All my things are here. I hide it somewhere else. But there are so many people right there overseas. They are sleeping on that bridge. Some of them don't even have place to sleep. And right back there in Nigeria, maybe they think, my son is in Europe somewhere, he's having money, all these things. Traveling is not the case if you really have nothing to do there. Traveling, no, it's not the case. But that is it. For those of you that really want to travel to maybe Ghana somewhere, if you really don't have genuine place or somewhere you don't know anybody, you really have to sit where, as in, I don't know what to say again, but you really know where you're going. To me, I won't say that I'm regretting right now, but I wish I knew that this is how I'm gonna be. I won't come. After I was working, I quit my job before I came here. Yeah, I didn't even take permission. I dropped the ID card there and the uniform. when they called me on phone, I told my friend, go to the boys' room and get the ID card and the uniform. I just left thinking maybe everything will be fine, but here I am here.
Thank you for speaking to us. I must say your story is quite interesting and touching as well. And I think that whoever is going to see this will possibly learn from it. And I know that Nigerians around the globe are quite disappointed with government, are quite disappointed with our leaders, and it's the hope that at some point the Nigeria we all dream of will be actualized. And I must say, you are a true Nigerian. You are exhibiting the spirit of Nigeria through your hustle, and I hope that at some point in time your hustle will pay. I mean, as I'm also hustling here in Ghana, right? Alright, so that's basically the interview with Isaiah Danjuma, who is a conductor in Ghana. And he just said that he thought Ghana was the dream country. Unfortunately, that is not the case. Discrimination is high, and Ghanaians believe Nigerians are frosters. And I mean, we basically have to change the narrative. How can we do so? It's left to see. My name is Babatunde Adeola Kehinde from MyNigeria TV.
Powers and principalities. There's so much fire inside me.
Tragedy struck when part of the largest hillside at the kosher rubbish dump collapsed.
It's going to be fun to see how he goes about approaching this game.
We table issues relating to the arts and entertainment for a riveting discussion, of course, without fear nor favor.
The question the presenter asked them was a dumb question. You need to speak the part and move.
Varied views. We agree to disagree.
So I would disagree with everything you said. I think that he's a smart guy. I think what he did.
No, but I also said he's a smart guy.
Yeah.
I guess that I'm waiting for the what next.
Yeah, I don't think that we have to wait for what next.
It sometimes gets confrontational, but that's the beauty of the game.
Today you denying funny face. It's not my brother. Today you denying funny face. I don't know him. You don't know funny face. It's not my brother. You don't know funny face.
It's a package. We meet, we sit, we dialogue, we learn, we progress. My name is Benefo Wabin Abrantepa, a proud blogger, and this is my forum. We agree to disagree.
So I would disagree with everything you said. I think that he's a smart guy. I think what he did.
No, but I also said he's a smart guy.
Yeah.
I guess that I'm waiting for the what next.
Yeah, I don't think that we have to wait for what next.
It sometimes gets confrontational, but that's the beauty of the game.
Today you denying funny face. It's not my brother. Today you denying funny face. I don't know him. You don't know funny face. It's not my brother. You don't know funny face.
It's a package. We meet, we sit, we dialogue, we learn, we progress. My name is Benefo Huabin Abrantepa, a proud blogger, and this is my forum.
We are still talking safety on our roads with GhanaWeb Road Safety Campaign. Today our guest is a veteran actress and media personality. She indeed was involved in a ghastly accident some years back, nearly claimed her life, but well, she's here today with us to tell us how it all happened and advise us on the way forward, staying safe on our roads. Our guest today is Nana Mama Brown. I like your smile.
Hello, dear.
2013, January, must have been hard.
Yes.
Tell me, how did that happen?
Wow. Okay, thank you very much. 2013, I had met my husband. It was like 5 months into our relationship. And I had to do a friend, let's say a favor. You know, when you're in this job, hand go, hand come. Okay. So I had to go and do a video for the group prior. At that time, the video has been rescheduled. So that night was a night I just had to finish. You know, it's like I'm getting tired of the job. I just had to finish. And I was going before from the house. It was just a lonely night. I was driving alone, and my husband was like, then my boyfriend was like, oh, let's go together. So that let me drive you. I see that you're tired. Let me drive you. And then so that we can hurry up and we all come, because it was late.
We were looking at what time?
We left home, I think, around 9 p.m. Okay. Yeah. So we got to the scene, we finished everything, and it was around 2 a.m. and we're coming home. Yeah. So me, I was just in the car, relaxed, at the front seat, and my boyfriend then was driving. That's my husband now.
Yeah.
Was driving. So there was a game I was playing on my phone.
Oh, you weren't even sleepy?
No, I was not sleeping. I was playing a tempo run. Then time nothing about. So yeah, and I had a record on the phone, and he broke it whilst I was doing the video. So he was like, my breakthrough record. You know how it is. Yeah. So on our way, I said, okay, let me break my record. And he was like, if you can break it, I'll give you $100.
Great.
I said, okay, don't talk to me, Masa. Don't distract me. Let's go. So we're just in the car. Once a while, I will respond to him, and then I'll just look at the road once a while, and then we go. And when we got to La Paz, long story short, When we got to La Paz, all I heard was, Amayewu. Yeah, because I was on my phone and he was just driving. So when he said Amayewu, and I just stopped. By the time I was just trying to look at what's happening, it was like a movie.
Everything happened so fast.
Yeah, everything happened like 5-6 seconds. Do you understand what I mean? It's like the action.
The sound of the impact and
you know. I saw him going right, but you see, right at the main La Paz traffic light, there are taxis on your right, parked in front of the Las Palmas.
Yes, that's at its
billboard.
Very busy. And okay.
Yes, and a lot of people are in between the taxis and all that. We were coming from Achimota heading towards Malam Junction. Okay. So all I saw was a car coming from Abeka, the inside Abeka there now, into the main road. So, the traffic was on amber.
Yeah, around that time.
Around that time, no. I don't know, it's a Ghana traffic light. I catch them say after 12 o'clock.
Was on amber.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that question should be answered. And it was on amber. So suddenly I saw a car into us.
Okay.
And my car, Max drove to the right side, but I realized, and I know that's how you also feel, that there are a lot of cars. If he goes there now, so he had to come back to the left and meet the car.
So he...
Oh, who car no? Or no, who car no? Or right. Inka, either say, you bet me a room La Paz, na ko board them be more or whatever. But right now, obet me a rat taxis ni mo. And yet, can't one over say no. I believe Zenkai will be home back. So he went down and then he came back. And then the Baba Clan who said, Kano. Kana be boy aside.
Not carbon and Amuchi, and then
which car? Range Rover.
Okay.
And so funny, Kanye Opel Astra. Is it Astra? No, Opel Tintin Ibino. Omega.
Okay, part of the
Omega.
That's a strong one. That's a strong one.
Omega is a strong car.
That's a strong one, yeah.
So, Range Rover is a good car. But, to be honest with you, say a cost speed I am driving.
So he wasn't even speeding?
No.
Between the two of you, when I was
speed.
Okay.
No credit I pay speed. And yes, I pay speed, say, me kwa say but them no. On se sebe sad no what take up more. Wait yes kakra. But where na to be an to say odo akwenti on get be jolly ride be. Inti to be honest. Na speed in shada nim. Ni yakọ yet range of one na je yakọ. Be 100 I think say no be do. 80-100 more there no. Inti it was like a normal ride. Suddenly and then the car came. Inti ebe share sanona. I think say of course say no bar say ne e share na me side hoko ball main traffic light.
Okay.
Main traffic me don't ball main traffic light. Me don't. Inti a ball no nana. You say can e jina be dia be bobo mu bia bobo kan ho. The windscreen kakra ties no baby papa. I mean, and I felt like the car didn't meet me. So,
and this is what happened to you.
So me began to say, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Yes, I'm fine." And he was moving, and then
even your condition, you were asking him what?
Because the car came from his side. And I said, "Yeah, niate, yeah, but okay, I can talk. Let me see if he can also talk." It's I think adrenaline. So I asked him, "Are you okay?" And he was like, "I'm fine. Are you okay?" So I was going to go, yes. And then I realized that
something wrong.
My hand is not coming.
You couldn't feel your arm?
No, I couldn't feel it.
The right one?
This one, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, I couldn't feel it. Me pushing on in my head, I want to bring my hand, but I feel like may try with the shoulder, but I'm not.
The arm itself is not.
The hand, the fingers, and all that. So I realized that I could share Range Rover no side, between the door and the seat, Means I could show.
It's not a lucky room.
It's not a lucky room. So I had to lean there and try and find it and bring it slowly, like this, because me page I know who say me bone no nyina pie.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Me bone no nyina ha na pie na ha na so abasa nti me elbow no me sana chia. So I had to bring it say na me pie bone no enye say na enti me bra.
Wasn't it
and
painful?
At that time anti-pain.
It was still the blood rush.
Yes, anti-pain because I as a drama, I just felt like it's not real.
I'm trying to picture the whole thing. Yeah. Seeing your bone and you're not going to arrange everything back into your arm.
I mean, situation, That's how I felt. Like, let me save what I don't know. That's how.
That's what's going on in your head.
And me pushy bone say and I'm in Sanoba, and then I placed it like this, and I got down from his side. Because my side, I bought traffic light, not chair. Kakra, it's a damage, so I got down from his side.
Does that mean he had gotten out of the car?
He had gotten out, so I told him nobody should touch me when I realized that my hand is broken before they struggle me out. And so I was like, I can come out. I don't know how it happened, to be honest with you. I was like, I can come out, me pra. So I came out from the side like this. I got down, I left my bag, everything, my phones, everything in it. And then I saw blood all over. So then a taxi driver pulled up. He pulled over to my side now. So I felt the pain after a few minutes. Like 10 minutes later, we got to Jolu, the railway at Jolu, Perez Chapel there. He was in speed, as in full speed, trying to save me. And that time, doctors got strike.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. So it was like the closest is 37. Everybody will tell you what's good. So, from Perez Chapel is when I felt
the pain was not coming.
Dying. Hey, it's like mensano that were drumming no biwo non-stop. Sweetheart, when you have malaria, I mean supi now some bua.
That's a whole different.
Oh, there will be pre-malaria, but now it's too late. Bone no bua, bone no, ankasa bua. And I don't want to go through this again. But every day I go through it. You know why? Because not long ago I fell down again and I broke my arm. So I did a surgery about 3 months ago.
So it's something that has become a reminder. It's with you now.
It's life. It's with me as I speak. So I just did it 3 months ago. I fell down there. At 37, they put metal. They join the bone, they screw, and the metal broke, the bone broke again, and I had to go and do refix. So they've done it all over again now. It's not strong, but what can you say? It didn't cut off. You didn't die. So it's painful, but you live with it.
From your narrative, I'm trying to find what may have caused the accidents in the first place.
What may have caused it? I don't know. Because we were driving, and somebody too was driving. And only a friend is sign. Have you ever planned an accident?
That doesn't, but the traffic
unless it's a movie and then it goes wrong or it goes back.
It doesn't go according to the script. So,
the traffic light was not working at that time.
So that could have been the reason.
So it's like every day, everybody has a right to go. And the man too, I heard, is a chop bar owner be inside. They are behind there, say very much something.
The owner of the other car.
Yeah, so I believe he was also tired.
What? Okay, you obviously didn't see what may have happened to
What?
Him.
Him.
But, yeah, his car. Did you see the condition?
His car was a mess too. Got messed up. Crashed. So after me, I didn't see him that night. Neither have I ever seen him. No. Because me, from there, I had to... The hospital admitted me for 2 weeks. And in between, I think family members were talking. They went to the police station, as usual. They had to tow the car to the police station. So they probably have met him there. But as long as I live, you know, you can't hold a lot of things for long. And what happened? We had to let it go. A lot of things.
8 years down the line. It's been 8 years. But
yes, 2013.
Yeah.
8 years was last month. Yeah, January 30th.
Okay. The dawn of January 30th. Would you have done anything differently now that you look at, when you play back everything that may have happened?
You see, you can't understand life. Oh, we all wish to live, but how? You can't control what is going to happen to you next. I don't think I would have changed anything, because I don't know. I say, so it's like a COE, you know. The only thing I could do is just wish that and see. I wish, Senka, I'm not in this situation, but I see. So it's just up to me to know that it has come to live with me. This is me. Nobody can understand the pain, where it's so uncomfortable, and how it has stopped me from a lot of things. I used to ride a bike. I can't ride it now because the pain me cry. I'm afraid I'll fall again. You know. 2, I used to play lawn tennis. That's my favorite game. So now I have to. I was gonna go back and then I fell again. So I can't go back.
And I see even right now, your left hand is more vibrant than the right one.
Very much. The right one is there. You see, it's my work, so sometimes I would do a lot of things, but I know how I feel.
Okay. As far as accidents are concerned, what do you think Ghanaians and by extension authorities are not doing right to manage the situation?
You see, there are some common things that we all look at it. We don't say anything, or we don't even know if we have to say anything, or we don't even know who to ask, or probably we ignore. Something like this traffic light, that most of our traffic lights are always in the night on amber. Yellow thing is like everybody can go. Most of our traffic lights. I travel abroad, I don't see that. It works 24/7. And again, we don't have a system that there are a lot of, let's forget about my accident. There are a lot of things that happen on our road that but the name say say toll line no cry no obian few and I okay we will respond to them and na and they won't habit be a na I ignore.
So we don't trust the system?
No, what I mean is, what system? The systems are there, but once it's just like maintenance. If we don't keep maintaining or reminding ourselves, look, travel on Accra Kumasi Road, and you see the number of cars. I say, see one more, dia, and I try na landmarks. Car say here. You see, we don't have a system. Car say see kwansoa, which free ho. See, our system na beboa. Car dia ode na ma unim time to me. I say, you don't know where it will leave you, where it's going to stop, where it won't work again. So if we have that system, one, it will help. 2, most of our road signs are not working. Can be a boom ama eduanis one so nitina chia. And so you say why a curve, and I'm the curve will be mistake boom untino. Yambetni no bio. Do you get me? A lot of potholes on our road and all that. Oh, you can't. But the only thing that drivers can do is just to be extra careful. You have to be the next driver's keeper. I have something, I'm not perfect, but it has worked for me. When I'm driving, I look beyond the next driver I'm behind. I look beyond.
Into the second?
The second or probably the fourth.
Okay.
Because I know says a fourth no pop break ya. Ebe didi swaba. Obi ni mo ndi odi na china nkasana. Or sheno. Me driver my ache. Me sure about 500 meters ahead. Na me who say me so some person me call speeder. Me fa afa ha sie edru ha. Ote ase ye nyina ye bi. Enye se wo kona na fu se we nko na betimi asan no na ko na ko bo aponchi break na ko yen. Do you understand? So I think we have to be the next driver's watchman. It helps. It helps. You can't be too careful.
I mean, you can be careful at your end, but
yes, somebody to hey. But I think say careful na me 57 accidents no. Mejai sabe. In fact, I'm quite speed ko sabe. I can't cause speed on that speed now say hey let's go hey.
Oh. From here to junction now.
As I would take up once a while, any idea? Forgive me, but I think we should be careful. Any idea once a while, hey, my spirit, especially with the car, papa moi. Natural a flexica cranium, baby. Yeah, but I think so. Also, careful. Na sure quite so ye. Na the next person's keeper.
Okay. Your final message to drivers and by extension all Ghanaians as far as road safety is concerned and feed into GhanaWeb's road safety campaign.
Okay. Final message there. It's very simple. A sign, it can happen to everybody. What happened to me was not planned. Actually, in Kamekra, I didn't plan it because Minsana Ebuno, it is for life. I'm going to live with it for the rest of my life. And this is not what I want or I wanted. Intino, I will pray to God first of all to protect all of us. Again, I will plead with authorities that there should be more campaign. We are all here to stand as an ambassador if we have the support. Do you understand? We can't do it alone. So we need to let the campaign out the more. We need to speak about it. There should be everyday video about it. You should have ambassadors to people who are ready to talk, who are ready to remind ourselves. There should be videos. There should be videos around. Everybody has a mobile phone. And now I will be a sponsor. Now a quick bang, now be good phone. So whether you like it or not, you read it. There should be a way that road safety messages should go around like that. Again, our traffic lights. Me, I've had an experience with it. I don't know if it's we should accept it like that in the night. Most of our traffic lights are on amber. It's like everybody can go. Yeah, I don't know. But please, if it could be changed, if you can go to the regular traffic light system, red, gold, green that we all know. Yeah, if you want someone, you may try more right, but don't wanna be careful. So we should work on that. Again, if we can have a towing system that can help on our road too, it will help. Our road signs, most of them are the form, and I say wachia and komabu, and I say you're ref, you know, if you are a car, bomb and all that. Please, authorities, let's help us. Help yourself. Make your job easier. Again, to drivers, in all this, the Akakan, you know, road signs, you are no careful. Also, a sign a bit to me at all. Into yan careful. Ya pam chokumasi Accra Road at Demua, ko shoka one de nefako. But overtaking rough. Any ye kasawa phone so na ye drive na ye send message ni ade ade no. Ye nyina every day ye yebi. We can't be hypocrite. Ye nyina ye yebi. Inti ye pa ye nyina ye ho cho ye njai. Ye nyina ye njai. na yensre rade no mbo enho ban corona ba yentumi emfa a sign we inside me keka to hey 35 people fear death. Hey, sabra for no misro pa intimpa chow. Yenye careful. Thank you very much for this opportunity, GhanaWeb. Hi, my name is Nanama McBrown. I'm proud to be part of GhanaWeb Road Safety Campaign. Please, do the right thing. Save a life. Brim.
Brim. Nanama, thanks a lot for your time here. Wait, so this has been GhanaWeb's Road Safety Campaign with the Empress, veteran actress Nanama McBrown. My name is Lord Harisidosari. Now, don't forget to send videos of some of the things that you may see as far as maintenance of the roads is concerned. Anything that you see about the road that you are not happy about, send it to our social media platforms. On Facebook is the GhanaWeb, on YouTube is GhanaWeb TV, same as on Twitter, the GhanaWeb. Do join us for our next one.
Powers and principalities. There's so much fire inside me.
Tragedy struck when part of the largest hillside at the kosher rubbish dump collapsed.
It's going to be fun to see how he goes about approaching this game.
We table issues relating to the arts and entertainment for a riveting discussion, of course, without fear nor favor.
The question the presenter asked them was a dumb question. You need to speak the fact and move.
Varied views. We agree to disagree.
So I would disagree with everything you said. I think that he's a smart guy. I think what he did.
No, but I also said he's a smart guy.
Yeah.
I guess that I'm waiting for the what next.
Yeah, I don't think that we have to wait for what next.
It sometimes gets confrontational, but that's the beauty of the game.
Today you deny funny face. It's not my brother. Today you deny funny face. I don't know him. You don't know funny face. It's not my brother. You don't know funny face.
It's a package. We meet, we sit, we dialogue, we learn, we progress. My name is Benefo Abrantepa, a proud blogger, and this is my forum.